Hello. Welcome back to Let's Talk H.P. Lovecraft. If you've not yet subscribed to our channel, please take a moment to do that now. Alright, so you are getting a Monday episode this week. Last week, I went early, did a Thursday episode to clear my weekend for the 24 hours of Daytona, the IMSA race, which I watched half the day on Saturday and half the day on Sunday. But so I decided to do a Monday edition of Let's Talk H.P. Lovecraft because I just couldn't find any news to talk about. So I figured I had to fall back on something, get something out for you. So today we're looking at the Hoard of the Wizard Beast by Lovecraft and R.H. Barlow. It was written in 1933 and not published actually until 1994. Barlow was only 16 years old at the time, and this was their second collaboration. We read their previous collaboration last week. The way that these videos work is that I do a brief synopsis of what happens in the story, all the sort of the plot and the action and the characters, and then I wrap up with just some sort of notes on what it all means, what I thought about it, did I like it, is it good, is it worth your time, is it one of Lovecraft's better or worse works. So as for that synopsis, in another time on another planet, Yalden, a young man, discovers that his city of Zeth, that the coffers have been completely emptied by their last keeper. He goes to Oorn, a sort of oracle creature who came down from the stars and has been set up as a god by the priests there. And the priests tell Yalden that he should go to the Hoard of the Wizard Beast, a creature called Anathas, and steal his treasure, and then you can fill the coffers back up. Being a young, foolish, and horny man who thinks that among the treasure he might also find some maidens, Yalden goes on the quest without question. He walks straight into Anathas' lair, easily, all too easily. But when he reaches the Hoard, a path of flame closes behind him, and he sees the gelatinous Anathas lurking behind the Hoard. And also, coming down from the ceilings and the walls are these strange, iridescent salamander creatures, no doubt come to eat him, as the story ends abruptly. So yeah, this is an overly flowery, cliched prose, all the worst inclinations of a young writer. Too many adjectives, too many adverbs, and as if you'd written the whole thing with a thesaurus. And all the worst elements of fantasy are here at play. But I'll give it a pass because this story is in part by this kid Barlow at age 16. I understand. I was writing like that when I was 16 as well. But the monsters and the places, very much Lovecraftian in nature. Creatures coming down from the stars and sort of being worshipped as gods here and having all this power and all this mystery surrounding them very much does fit in the Lovecraft oeuvre because of that. But all that said, if there is any point in this story at all, it's about stupid quests, and it's about how older, more powerful men and priests and politicians have been known to manipulate and use younger people, people of less power. And that's certainly what happens here. This kid gets sent on a hopeless mission, and I figured they're hoping that, he dies, and at the least he recovers the treasure, and we can take that away from him too. So there is that. But overall, just a very inconsequential story. Reminded of the sort of bad role-playing I might have done in my teens and 20s. Of course, some of you may like that, which is fine. No judging here. But definitely not the type of fantasy that I would pick up when I'm in a fantasy reading mood. Still, I must say, it's somewhat fun. It's only a 15-minute read, so it's not like you're going to be wasting a lot of time. So it is worth reading perhaps just once, but only once. I won't be reading this again. I will not be revisiting this. There's just no point. It's already fading in my mind. Not very much to sort of latch on to. And that's sort of what I demand from all the fiction that I read. So there you have it. The Hoard of the Wizard Beast from 1933 and 1994. Next time, we'll be looking at The Tree on the Hill, so be sure to subscribe and check back in next week, and we will discuss that together. See you later.